All right, next up is order of operations, which is great because several of you have already asked me for a tutorial on PEMDAS. And not only am I going to give you a tutorial on PEMDAS, but I'm going to remind you how it's not quite right, and we're going to make it right. Okay. Order of operations. Simplifying an expression using a specific order. Right? Simplifying an expression using a specific order. Now, we know PEMDAS, so we're going to use it. We're just going to make it better. All right? P at the top, but it also means parentheses and other grouping symbols. Parentheses and other grouping symbols. Right? So it includes things like brackets. It includes things like absolute value bars. Right? It includes all the grouping symbols. Exponents is next. We should probably have a mini lesson just on exponents. But just for your knowledge, right? Suppose you had 4 squared. The 2 is the exponent, and the 4 is the base. It's telling you to multiply 4 by itself twice. 4 squared is just 4 times 4. An exponent is just repeated multiplication. So instead of writing 3 times 3 times 3 times 3 times 3, we can write the base is 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times, 3 to the 5th power. That's all an exponent is, repeated multiplication. I mean, when you think about it, that makes sense because all multiplication is repeated addition. Right? So if you had 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2, you could get the answer. Or you could do 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times. Addition, repeated addition, which is multiplication, and repeated multiplication, which is exponents. I know. All right. Multiplication and division are equal. They are on the same level. We still have the PEMDAS part, right? But you go left to right. Whichever comes first, just like reading a book. You go left to right when it comes to multiplication and division, right? Same with addition and subtraction. They are on the same level. Addition and subtraction are equal. So, you go left to right. Right? Left to right. Good? It's good that we can still use PEMDAS because our brain remembered it. Now we just need to understand the complexity, the little nuances, the tiny things they should have taught us in the beginning, things about PEMDAS. All right, evaluate each expression. If you need this, pause it because I'm going to make it go away so I can go bigger. And let's do that. Evaluate each expression. All right. So we have 7 plus 54 divided by 3 times 2. There's nothing to do inside the parentheses, so we can skip P. There's no exponents, so we can skip E. Multiplication and division from left to right. I disagree with that statement. I disagree with it completely. That's all right. We're going to do it exactly as it says to. So division first. 54 divided by 3 is 18. So bring down your 7, your plus 18, and then bring down your times 2. Then do multiplication because it was second. 18 times 2 is 36. Then do your addition and subtraction, left to right. 36 plus 7 is 43. That's what they got. I like it. I don't know that I agree with their situation, but I like it. It's important to do it in this order with all the PEMDAS rules, even the new ones, because if you'd have done it in a different order, right? Suppose you wanted to multiply first. Then you would have got 7 plus 54 divided by 6. And then 7 plus 54 divided by 6 is 9, I think. 7 plus 9 is 16. This is why we need to have an order of operations. Because if two mathematicians or two scientists do the same exact problem and end up with two different answers, some rocket ship somewhere is going to explode. So we need to have an order that we follow, which means this one was out of order. Division, then multiplication, left to right. Okay? Again, no parentheses to worry about, but this one does have an exponent. So 2 to the 5th power is 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 times 2. So 4 times 2 is 8, times 2 is 16, times 2 is 32. So 2 to the 5th power is 32, right? Don't forget that negative. So it's going to be 17 minus 32 divided by 4 plus 6. With me so far? Whew. All right, so we have division next. Negative 32 divided by 4 is negative 8. Bring down my 17 and my plus 6. Subtraction and addition, left to right. 17 minus 8 is 9 plus 6. That's going to give me 15. One step at a time. Don't panic. Don't look at the whole problem. Just think about what you need to do first, and then second, and then third. You see what I'm saying? Do one little piece at a time. Good? All right, 2 more. You'll notice that I'm doing the hard ones so that you can start off simpler. Right? 15 says 24 minus 4 squared times 3 plus 15. Whew! No parentheses. Yes, but there is an exponent. 4 squared is 16. So 24 minus 16 times 3 plus 15. Multiplication next. 16 times 3. 6 times 3 is 18. 48. So 24 minus 48. This is why we needed to practice with our integers so that we know this was negative. Plus 15 because it changes the answer quite drastically. Alright, 24 minus 48 gives me negative 24 plus 15. Negative 24 plus 15 gives me negative 9. One baby step at a time, babies. One baby step at a time. Well, this one's going to be interesting because technically it has 2 different grouping symbols, right? It has the parentheses, and then it has this huge divider bar. Because there's multiple terms on top or multiple terms on the bottom, this is counted as a grouping symbol. Don't worry, we'll get there. Right? All right, one step at a time. Remember, do what's on top, then do what's on bottom, and then finally get that done. All right? So inside these parentheses, we have 2 squared. That's 4. Then we have 7 minus 4, which is 3. And then we have 3 plus 17, right? Is there anything we can combine down here? 2 times 5 is 10. 10 plus negative 14. So, on top we have 3 plus 17, which is 20. On the bottom we have negative 14 plus 10, which is negative 4. 20 divided by 4 is 5. One negative sign, so my answer is going to be negative 5. That one seemed insane. I'll work it again in a completely different way. If you liked that way, do it that way. But if you didn't like that way, I'll do it a completely different way. Alright, let's see. Let's just follow it out. So it's going to be 7 minus 4 plus 17 over negative 14 plus 10, because 5 times 2, right? 10. Let's follow it out. 7 minus 4 is 3 plus 17. You'll notice because I didn't need the parentheses anymore, there was nothing in front of it, there was nothing after it, there was nothing inside of it. It was just 3, right? I could basically drop the parentheses. Right? 14 minus 10 is negative 4. 3 and 17 is 20 over negative 4. 20 divided by 4 is 5. And because there's only one negative sign, I know my answer is going to be negative. Now you know why my shortcuts are so handy. Good? I'll remind you again, get the practice sheet, try it, and then use the video to go back and check your work. I promise you it will be more helpful in the long run than just getting the answers from the video, because you're not learning anything and you're going to fail the first and you're going to fail the second mastery check. You do it my way, you have a better chance of passing the first mastery check, which feels very good. Alright, good luck.